Welcome back, y'all. I am here with Mimi, who lost her dream home not once, but twice in 2 different fires. She, her husband, and 3 kids are now living with her mama, Debbie, who's also joining us. And despite the challenges they faced, their community stepped up in really big ways. Mimi, you had total strangers helping you, right?
Oh, man, yes. I mean, not only did we have a neighboring business help me with the donations and friends and family, we had complete strangers, people that we've never met, our paths have never crossed. We had 2 churches do a donation basket, and then we had this letter, of this couple in a neighboring city wrote a letter to their neighbors about our situation, and they did donations of diapers and gift cards and baby gear. It was just, I'm sorry, I'm emotional thinking about it because it was overwhelming. Like, holy moly, this is the coolest thing ever. You know, We live in this place that's known as the biggest little city, and people don't realize that Reno just rallies. If you're a local and you live here, people just take care of you. And it's so emotional and rewarding that we live in such a great place.
It's a blessing, and it's always nice to hear too. I always, hear, especially the past year, we hear of all the negative things and all the things that are just kind of overwhelming in a negative sense. But man, you don't hear enough about these stories, like random people just like doing something really beautiful and selfless. And I love that part of this story. And we actually have a surprise for Mimi and Debbie. We managed to track down that couple. And I want to shout out to my team on my show because it took a minute to catch them, to find them. But their names are Janet and Jerry, and they're joining us now. So what's up, Janet? What's up, Jerry?
Hi. How are you doing?
Glad to be here.
I am doing well. And you've never met, right? Y'all have never met?
No, we've never met. We live about 40 minutes away, and we heard about their story and the predicament they were in, and we said we've got to do something to help them.
What a beautiful couple you are. So Janet, how did this come about? Like, how did you hear about it?
Well, first I need to tell Debbie how touched I was by her story of cancer and it's to see holding your wonderful grandchild just makes my heart just so full. But how it got here was because I also have cancer, and I was at my oncologist's office, and it was the day when the fire, I saw your house burning down on TV. I went to my oncologist's office, and she told me, we talked about it. She just lives two houses away from you up there. And so she was telling me about your family. And she says, they've got 2 children, and she's pregnant. And so I came home and I told my husband, I said, we got to do something for them. I don't know what, but we talked about it and decided on making up a letter, and we just put it in all the doors in all of our neighborhood because with COVID, we couldn't do anything, couldn't talk to people. So we just put it on all the doors and asked them to donate. And everything the first 2 hours that I was out, my husband stayed home because we put our address on there. Somebody had dropped off a $100 bill just in the first 2 hours. And people just came and came and came. And everybody says, we don't know them, but we feel like we're their neighbors. Even though we live far away, we still feel like we're their neighbors. And so what do you do as neighbors? You help each other out.
It's so funny. Y'all keep saying good neighbors. We actually have a whole campaign thing we do on this show called Good Neighbors. And I'm like, y'all are like truly good, great neighbors. Go ahead. I'm so sorry, Debbie.
The ultimate neighbors.
Yeah, I mean, and that's, man, if you guys think about it, this is such a beautiful story within your world, but imagine if everybody treated everybody like this. You're going through a hard time, then you help someone out. Imagine if everybody were that selfless. It would have a lot less issues, I think. I truly believe. But Mimi, what would you like to say to Jerry and Janet? Because I know y'all never met, so I know this has been overwhelming for you to even talk about. So I know it's got to be overwhelming to be able to, even get the chance to say thank you or whatever. But also it's just a really cool thing to know, and I can't imagine how you felt with it's just oh my God, this, I cannot get out of the storm. I can't get out, things just keep going wrong here. And to have some complete strangers just kind of help you turn it around, that's really cool.
I mean, when we got all of the items and we saw the note, my husband and I were just, we were so taken back. And thank you so much for, your kindness and your love and you thinking of my little family. And it's just, I almost have no words for how grateful I am for you. And, we talk about you and we tell everybody about you because it's just one of those things that people always ask us like, oh, well, and we're like, well, we don't even know these people and they did such wonderful things for us. So you are talked about and you are loved and we just appreciate you.
Yeah, well, we are not the only ones inspired by this story. We partnered with National Mortgage Lender on Q Financial, and they take enormous pride in making the dream of home ownership a reality for everyone. They offer expert support and guidance to ensure getting a mortgage is simple. The team at On Q Financial wants to help you and your family rebuild your third home. So they're giving you $25,000 just to kind of help you get started. And I can't even imagine, but you know what? Just go big or go home again. Who knows? I'm just saying. Three times. If this happens a third time, I promise I will help you rebuild the next home. This is unheard of. So thank you guys so much. And everybody, we will be right back with What I'm Liking, all right?